Shout out to Harlem Taylor Magazine, Rivet Records for having me. Had a great time, great interview. Let's go.
All right. Another day at Rivet Records, man, and we got somebody special with us. I never like to introduce people. I like for them to introduce themselves.
Sure.
We are thankful to have you, but you let them know who you are.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy J Money 313 Southwest. We're here getting a good interview in. Blessed to be in the building. Appreciate you guys for having me, man.
Yeah, again, thank you for coming, man. So I really just want to get right into this. First thing I want to say is, man, when Brian told me about who you were, I did my research on y'all, went and looked at the videos.
Yes, sir.
And I want to tell you honestly what I first thought.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched 3 videos before I formed an opinion. Game Over, and we'll get to this because Game Over, everybody knows about that one, right? But look, there's another one like The Top.
Mm-hmm.
So I did some homework, right?
You did. Okay, cool.
You have been the same person from the time you started doing music.
Yes, sir.
Do you know how rare that is?
Trying to stay original.
I can see it. Even the way you came in here today. And what I mean by that is, bro, from your first video, you J'd down, buffs on, talking how you talk. What are your influences in music? Where did this come from? Who is J Money?
Oh, man. It's a mixture of everything, really. Like I said, grew up in Southwest Detroit. Always just kind of kept everything going. A lot of my style, obviously born and raised in Southwest Detroit, and I listened to a lot of Detroit artists. Got my style from them. It just kind of all came natural, just growing up, seeing everything. 90s baby, so just the style just all came from there, really.
Okay, so I'm going to get back to that. Because we can always talk about those things. Let's talk about Southwest.
For sure.
I actually spent a little time out in Southwest, and a lot of people know Southwest now because of like the whole BMF movie and all that, but there's a whole culture there that is only there. Mm-hmm. Tell us about Southwest, man.
Well, Southwest very diverse, you got all races right there. Everybody mingles, so that's always cool, We got a lot of artists that's coming from Southwest Detroit. We're coming hard. We're coming for the rap game. Shout out to Nando, Victorino, Gus, everybody, man. We got a lot of people coming in, just trying to put on for the city and just get everything going. There's a lot of many artists from Detroit. There's a very few from Southwest, but we all kind of show love for each other and just stay well connected and just always watching each other's work, and that's just what it is, man. So as far as like working together, keeping an eye out for each other, supporting each other, that's what it's all about, and that's all we're really trying to do.
Now, I do notice that about Southwest. They do stick together for sure. Mm-hmm. Last time I saw something like that, to be honest with you, I was in Atlanta. And because they all stuck together, showing up at each other's performances, right. I got a studio session, what are you doing? Nothing, I'm on the way.
Yes, sir.
It helped them. And I see a lot of that in Southwest, man. So big up to Southwest, man. I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, they hold a Southwest Festival every year, and all the artists get to perform, and that's really good thing in the community. Cinco de Mayo, you guys know that goes crazy in the community. So it's just like, every few months or, every period of time, there's always a little event going on over there. Clark Park's really big over there. They host a lot of things. There's just always something going every small period of time. And then when you go to these events, you see, upcoming artists or your boy, You see a lot of different people, and it's just always good to just interact and stay connected with each other. So, like if I'm like, hey, I'm dropping a video shooting Southwest, everybody's gonna pull up, everybody's gonna come hang out and promote it, and just the shares, the followers, the influence, everything's just really, really cool.
And you know what? And I'm gonna move on from here, but I do want to highlight this thing one more time because the love in Southwest is true. So a guy on my team, he's actually here today. You met him, Dre. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure what holiday it was. It may have been Cinco de Mayo. I don't know, but he can inform us later. Mm-hmm. But we ended up just going to Southwest, and they had like this baseball game, and you could tell everybody was from different teams, but I told him, I said, man, this is family out here.
Yeah, oh,
this
yeah.
entire city is all family. So big shout out to Southwest, man.
Yes, sir.
Big shout out. So let's get into something else. The top. First off, Detroit Rap Plug, I think that's who posted it.
Oh yeah, that's my boy. Shout out Detroit Rap Plug, man.
For sure. So I'm sure that got you a lot of different attention.
Oh yeah, for
yeah.
sure.
So let's talk about that.
Okay, well, yeah, the top. That was one of the classics, man. One of the classics. That one really got me going. You know, got posted on a few different pages, a lot of shares, a lot of comments, and it just started buzzing really well. I actually shot that video with Plug Love. Shout out Plug Love. She's an upcoming artist from Detroit as well. Worked with a lot of different people, a lot of Detroit artists. So, like I said, it just kind of all just binds together, and just like the support, man, has been really well.
And you know what? I think so. When I was listening to your music, I looked at who you were as a person. And man, when you showed up here today, you did not disappoint me. You're actually really humble.
Yeah.
And look, I want to ask you something. On what song is it? I think it's on Game Over.
Game Over, yes sir.
Is that? It sounds like you're talking about something specific. It doesn't sound like that's just something you went in the studio and just did. It sounds like that come from somewhere.
Well, Game Over, you know, it's just I'm always doing like the stunning and, you know, the rapping and all of that. So I'm just trying to like be diverse with my fans, slow it down a bit, something more, you know, relatable. That was what Game Over was coming from. So when I wrote that, I kind of just took my time with it, slowed down, try to go really strong on the bars, the punchlines, and that's really what it was. It went really well. Game Over was going really good. I got a lot of fans from it, a lot of engagement from that one. That's the newest one. We're at like 21,000 views in 3 weeks. So it's definitely buzzing. I appreciate all the support. Yeah, that one I just kind of slowed it down. I wanted to slow it down a bit. A lot of my fans, they like when I slow it down. They told me that was the best song that I've dropped so far.
Okay.
So usually I'm trying to go with more up-tempo, more beat, classic Detroit stuff. So now I'm just trying to slow it down a bit. You know, then in the future I can switch it back up, go fast again. So we're just trying to stay diverse.
Okay, so you know, I'm glad you said that, because my next question was kind of segueing right into that.
Perfect.
To be honest with you, my favorite song of yours is the top. It's the cadence.
Nice.
The bounce. It's there, right? And I was like, okay. So just meet now. Your fan base always speaks to you. They always say you don't know what your hit is. Your fans will tell you.
It's true.
So if they are liking that, hey, go for it. But me personally,
Yes,
man, top is my one, man. The top, that's my one.
I appreciate that. Like I said, that's why I'm coming diverse, you know? I got fans that like the top. I got fans that like the Game Over. I like fans that like the Remedy. So it just like, it depends on, you know, my mood and what I'm feeling in that moment. I could always drop something stunting all the time. If I'm, you know, trying to do something more relatable, I switch it up, drop that, just so everything could go, you know, come well together when it's all done. Just so like when people look at my catalog, they check me out and they research me and they're like, okay, Jay dropped this, Jay dropped that, and it's all different and it's all, you know, just sounds really well when you're playing it all together.
Okay.